Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Let's see how many more subscribers I can lose today. I say that, like every now and then I just lose 1 or 2 subs. And like, I never know why. I never know if it's like it was a bot account that followed me that got deleted, or if it was someone who genuinely followed me, and then I said something, and then they were like, oh, fuck this guy. Unsubbed, or whatever. I don't ever expect to make it big, because I'm not putting in the effort, but, that still kind of sucks, you know, like... less people to share in my, silliness. Also, this guy's name is Sabini Anus. The last part of his name is Anus. Oh snap, we finally get this Aetherite. I don't know how many more times we're actually going to come back to this particular part of the Garlean camp, but... I didn't realize the Scions came walking around here. Oh. I was so tired last time I was around here, though. Oh, there's the blood splatter. Wonder who found the body. Okay. It's kind of a haze, but you know, last time they, the Garleans tried to make their ultimatum, and it ultimately failed, and then Quintus committed suicide, and we came over here en masse to see what needed to be done, and I practically fell asleep at the wheel. It's crazy how easy it is to fuck up my sleep schedule. I work nights, as I've probably said 100 times before, and literally all it takes is just feeling tired around the time I would normally go to work, and that usually sees me fall asleep. And something weird recently, me and my girlfriend have been trying to watch Friends, or rewatch it, or whatever. And the difference between us is my girlfriend is about 6 years younger than me. I met her when she had just turned... Well, I guess she was about to turn 23. She was 22, and I was... I guess 28. going on 29. But she didn't grow up with Friends. She grew up with Friends reruns, or like the box set that her parents had or something. Whereas like I saw Friends a lot when I was a kid. And it came on around my bedtime when I was a kid. And I kind of wonder, we watch it now and I think it's hilarious, like we're having a good time. And then I'll just like get lulled into like a completely relaxed state and I'll fall asleep. And it really pisses my girlfriend off because she thinks that like I don't like, that like I'm pretending to like the show or whatever. It's like, it's not that. I guess it's just like I don't know, it's very comfortable. It's not a very loud show at all. There's nothing to think about. It's pretty much 100% comedy. With a little bit of drama here and there, usually centered around Ross or Rachel. And that chain that Thancred mentioned, I think we're gonna have to use on this guy. If we get him down, I don't think we'll kill him. I think we're fighting with without the intent to kill right now. Something. Yep, there we go. Oh yeah, so I had some days off and we started watching Friends around the time I normally go to work, and then within 2 or 3 episodes I fell asleep in the middle of like the 3rd episode. And my girlfriend got really irritated. Instead of just waking me up, she started packing her stuff to leave. Get this before it hits me. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. This motherfucker seriously turned around and tried to hit me with an elbow drop. Why are you trying to style on me, dude? I'm kicking your ass. This is another way they pad the storyline. They put destination points right where monsters spawn, so that you get aggro and you have to deal with them. Although it's actually not quite as bad when the content is brand new, because when it's brand new there's so many people doing it. They're the monsters that have either been recently killed or are currently aggroing somebody else. So we're actually far enough out from when Endwalkers first dropped that there's not that many people doing the story right now because everyone who really cared about it has already done it. At least insofar as like people who were, you know, up to Endwalkers before Endwalkers came out. I'm sure there's plenty of newbies who are like back in Stormblood or back in Shadowbringers who haven't gotten here yet. One of my favorite voice actors, Joe Zija, he's been playing 14 more, surprisingly. He was not enjoying himself with it in A Realm Reborn. And he didn't have very many nice things to say about the player base either. He thinks MMOs are weird. Which I guess is understandable. He's like a 40-something dude who was in the Air Force, and I don't know how nerdy he was while he was in the Air Force. He must have had some level of nerdiness. But I think he's like one of those nerds that's in denial. You know, like, didn't talk about it before he made a career out of it, and you know, he still has reservations about fully embracing being a nerd. But yeah, he's like back in Stormblood at some point. I think probably like mid Stormblood or something. Oh shit, they just actually said the word. Perhaps Quintus thought that had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. And some World War II vibes out of that whole war criminal suggestion. It's kind of funny, not a lot of people realize it, but Japan did a bunch of war crimes. Like a ton of war crimes. Pretty much as many as the Germans did. But we always only highlight Hitler and the Germans because of the Holocaust. You know, and having a lot of Jewish citizens here in the States who fled here escaping that. But the Japanese actually did some very terrible things, mainly in China, but all over the Pacific and all over East Asia during World War II. Like the rape of Nanking, they basically sieged the city of Nanking in China, took Nanking over, and then basically, you know, used its resources, garrisoned its soldiers in the people's houses, literally raped hundreds of thousands of Chinese women, killed tons and tons and tons of Chinese people in Nanking, did human experimentation on them with biological weapons and other agents. Just, you know, it's not exactly a amazing thing. And as a result, the emperor and the generals of the Japanese military from World War II, they were going to be tried as Class A war criminals, the same as Hitler. But they got a pass to some degree by agreeing to give the results of all of their unethical research into biochemical weapons and other, you know, human experimentation to the American government. We basically said, okay, we won't try you as war criminals, but you gotta give us something. But literally, and that's shady too. But like, you know, it's crazy. And the even crazier thing is the Japanese do not teach this as far as their history. They teach World War II completely differently over there. And it's whew, it's a doozy. Uh-oh. Upon settling down for supper, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. And by that it means, hey, you're going to have to do some crazy instance as well. Pardon my drinking. Oh, happy music. Hey, Lisa in an actual resistance outfit. Oh. Was that guy below? The guy with the harp in the last scene there? That was Alcazolka. I think that's Algen, I want to say. Alright. Yeah, treat that Garlean with your filthy magic. Make him grit his teeth. That Garlean lady on the left
Is that all
there,
of them?
looking like a snack.
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Oh, there's a smudge on my screen. I think that was a Madeleine speaking to Sicard over dinner.
Warmth. At last.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Leminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
You're one to talk, you pussy-whipped charlatan.
I did a damn sight more than you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back!
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it.
An Alameda giving a Garlean a hot drink.
I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Ugh, damn British people. I mean, Gridanians.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
I guess it could also be from Denmark. They also don't like flavorful food. In the Netherlands.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
Make life more tolerable. That's for sure. A little awkward, they're always watching this man cry. And he's the only one who had to kill his whole family. far as I know, anyway. Can't speak for those NPCs, but
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination. That my world had been forever changed.
what's up with all this premature celebration? We haven't even taken on the Talafaroi yet. The problem has not been solved.
And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible.
Yeah, great man theory.
Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged.
I think her and Clyde actually have the same color eyes.
The Grand Company of Eorzea. The Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
We often don't have the luxury of choice. Oh, that would be... Yeah, I prefer the latter too. Clyde's not that much of a dick. She's having a happy moment, and he's gonna help her have the happy moment.
I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
I can help you with that if you want to have a half Alamegan baby.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
But it's not an achievement yet. This is like born out of necessity right now, and the Talafaroi are still at large. They still occupy
Would that it had come sooner.
Ugh.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
Oh, our flowers changing color again. Blue. It's a rather lovely blue. Last time yellow was the color of joy, so is blue the color of hope? That's what you get for prematurely celebrating.
Thank you for inviting me today.
What? Emperor Varys?
They are being tempered. The talismans! Quickly!
Hey, how about the radio? It's pretty close by. Get it closer.
Save me, brave hero!
My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Did he just yell at us with Asahi's voice, but then speak to us with Van Daniel's voice? Damn. Expert at making use of his vocal cords, both physical and ethereal.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short.
Experiment? The fic?
I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Good morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
Ooh. Those aren't my hands. Oh shit.
So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo.
Yeah, I killed the son of a bitch.
His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject. Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine?
When he said us Asians, was he referring to me as one as well because of the fact that our soul is that of Azim's?
I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes. Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate. Ah, exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Galvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their anima. It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design. Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery. Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion.
That wine had Kate Sith on it.
Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone.
Just thinking about how fucked up that is.
At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger. And it would seem my friend has lost his appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself.
Uh-oh.
Or together.
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak.
God, look how big his fucking hands are. They're bigger than his entire head.
We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
If I had any gumption, I would have entered Xenos' body. Got myself a better suit.
Ah, there it is. Your camp, I believe. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making his way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue. Tempered soldiers, withstanding orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
Yeah, they didn't even have the decency to give us a Garlean gunblade. Here we go. "25 minutes, and all we have is not a lot." Can I? Nope, don't have access to my inventory. We gotta like move around, but try to not. Get aggro. You notice auto heal is cancelled, just like as if we were on an auto heal is cancelled floor of Heaven on High or House of the Dead.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
Alright, so we get medical kits. We want to keep our HP high. Do we have another one? Okay, so basically what that just told you is you might stand a chance against one soldier at a time, but you're not going to be able to fight any you know, amount of them. And you're going to need a medic kit, basically, actually 2 medic kits in order to heal back up afterwards. So this is basically a stealth mission. And if you get in a fight with any of the Magitech, you're pretty much guaranteed screwed. A lot of people had problems with this one. I managed to get by it my first time in one try, but that was only because I got a little bit lucky. That's my opinion anyway. Alright, let me medical kit. How about that? I think it's funny that it shows you that the medical kits could stack to 99. And there's no way that you would find that many around here. think everything is sight, and the Magitech is sound, I believe. But also probably sight. Like sight and sound. Okay, so our goal is to find key for the Magitech and fuel. I don't remember exactly where either of those things are. It's been over a month now since I did this. I want to say the fuel is to the northeast, like where we came from almost, a little further east. Okay, medikits will always come in handy. I'm gonna have to do some waiting here, I think. Possibly. I really don't know exactly how to maneuver around here most effectively. I do know there's a ton of deceased Imperials, tons of broken Magitech armor. Hey, wait, is that labeled fuel concealing wreckage? Okay, so okay, nice. We can still get medikits while carrying this back to where we need to go. This is doing some weird camera stuff to me. Of course, if we get aggro while we're carrying this, we can't... Oh, that's interesting. A 4-minute regen. Kind of nice. I didn't find that my first time through here at all, so... But notice it's only a 100 tick regen. Okay, so we got it refueled, but we still got to find the key. Oh, does he have the key? It'd be cool if we could give him like a medikit or something and fix his hand. Okay, so not too good at this whole stationary cannon thing. Well, that's okay. Okay, notice those guys are even bigger than before. Like, I think this gets progressively harder as we go. Assist the civilians. Okay. Damn, the civilian's stronger than I am. Ow. Glad I got that regen buff. I'd be having to tap into my medkits. I have precious few of. These civilians are strong as fuck. Ow. That also really hurt. Ouch. Can I use my medkit? I got 2 medkits left, and the regen buff. Well, I guess the regen buff was about to wear off, but I've got medkits. Let me use them. Unable to escape the blast, you begin to lose consciousness. You're not gonna get me, bitch. I can press all the buttons at once. Dude, it is like still so far away though. There's like monsters everywhere. Could you at least let me use my let's see, we got at death's door. Gravely wounded and unable to stand but still clinging to consciousness. Uh-oh, but we're running out of that. And what's the out of body thing called? Borrowed flesh. Forced to inhabit the body of another.
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Euless? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Of all the bloody times for a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck. We'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw him leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
While I know full well he can handle himself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Well, time to call off the search.
Yeah. Oh no.
Case closed.
Are you sure about that?
That's him. Over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive his presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But...
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now. All's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Damn, that was quite the throw for someone who was unable to stand. Guess I used those medkits after all. What does that scene look like if you're a frickin' Lalafell?
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go. But where are my manners? You have all traveled so very far, and I have yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective, that. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them. Heedless of the delay. Predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether. And then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days!
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake. All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
Sounds kind of desperate, man. You really want me to feel something for you, even if it's negative.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. He's awake.
I am pleased to report you are very much alive.
Everything in working order? That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
It's about time. The body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you were returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Let us pray it is so, for I doubt it would be better off in the care of Xenos or Van Daniel. Well, that is possible. Of course, the soul might have just been ejected so I could inhabit it. And I kinda took that body for a ride in which the body died. So the only thing keeping it alive was me. Whatever that was, let's not do it again, eh? Pretty much the entire player base's sentiments. And I too hate stealth missions. Oh, we got that in common with Thancred now. I mean, we didn't get a full Ascian, we got a discount Ascian in the form of Xenos deck in our body, but you know. And, you know, I know Maxima was ruminating on the body, you know, like the soul being long gone, but what if it was like Thancred and our soul was just overriding it, and then he you know, when he got his own faculties back, he just died. He died, you know, cold and in pain without knowing why. Okay. Okay. have my vengeance yet. At Amon's time, it meant Gateway of the Gods. Okay. Well, I don't really need any preparations. I'm good to go as is. Okay, so basically we just gotta go north now. And, I think you can see what's coming, right? The level 83 dungeon. So once we get to the point where the dungeon entry is unlocked, I think that's where I'll call it. So it'll just be a few more minutes here. What did you think of the stealth mission, by the way? I know I made it look pretty easy. You know, but it really is just a matter of paying attention to what they literally tell you. Like, hey, you can't fight like normal. Hey, if you fight Magitech, you're screwed. Hey, you don't heal, so look for med packs. You know, like, it's pretty much that simple. And I didn't even know that regen satchel was there. I was just curious about the satchels, because I didn't actually notice those the first time around. All in all, I kind of like it, because it does make you feel, you know, it's supposed to make you feel what the Garleans feel when they fight anything in this world. The reason why they pull Magitech, right? It's because they're not, you know, they're basically just using their physical body only. Lise, why are you back in your naked outfit? Aren't you fucking cold? Wow, they're back in their normal outfits so that they can look the part. This is also a big hint that we're gonna be done with the Garlemald section soon. So we're getting out of the furs now. She's worried about Urianger. Like, but look though, it stands to reason. Like his cloth is loose and very thin. salvage it. It really does remind me of Oblivion Tower. Oh look, it's the Black Mages from Ul'dah. And the Gunbreaker and Pugilist. Pippin! Proceed to the station. Alright, well, we're waiting on this train. There we go. Okie dokie. Well, we can go over what they say before entering next time. I'll do this one with trusts. I guess we could talk to them again. Okie dokie, well, we'll talk to the Silence next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe and have a great day, and I'll see you again.